Guys, welcome back to my channel. As per everyone's YouTube channel, that's what they say, so welcome back, bitch. Anyways, I am about to start getting ready for one of my best friends. His name's Jacob. It's his birthday today and I'm going to be meeting up with Jacob in around about like an hour and a half, so I have enough time. As you can see, I've got curlers in my hair, so I've been getting around in my house with this beautiful lush headscarf and a robe. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna get ready together, and if you want to hear some questions and answers about my upcoming wedding and how it's going and the planning and stuff like that, then keep watching. I already did my skincare off of camera. I just think it's a little bit boring, to be honest, so I already did it, so whatever. Let's move on and let's push back my scarf so all of my skin is exposed, and then at the end I'm going to take out my hair and all that sort of stuff, so don't worry about it. So I'm about to start priming my face with beep, and let's go to the first question. How did you pick your venue? All right, so this is actually a bit of a long story, but I'll condense it. So for my birthday one year, Dylan got me a horse riding trip, and basically you go to the place and they have horse trail rides, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so it was a surprise. We went for a really long drive, and yeah, Dylan took me to a place that a lot of people from the Gold Coast will know it as Thunderbird Park. But the wedding sort of fancier side of things is called Cedar Creek Lodges. So when we went there, we did the trail ride, we celebrated my birthday, all of that sort of stuff. And then we realized there was a wedding that was happening because we had seen like the welcome sign and all that sort of stuff, and like go this way kind of sign. So we shouldn't have done this, but we did anyways. It was super early in the day, so it wasn't going on or anything like that. We went and we had a look, and it sort of led down this path, and there it was. It was the venue that we have booked now. It's called the Rainforest Amphitheater at Cedar Creek Lodges. If you want to have a squeeze, have a Google or whatever. But yeah, so we saw it set up and all of that sort of stuff, and we just thought it was so beautiful. And we just had been engaged for a while, and we were constantly looking at places that we could have gotten married, and it just didn't feel right. But then being there in person and sort of going to a place that we didn't even look at a wedding venue kind of thing, we saw that it was actually really beautiful and really quite cool. It was totally our vibe, which is definitely quite a lot of nature. You could hear this river in the background. I might do a video on it next because we went recently, so I might do that. But yeah, it was just beautiful, and we sort of had that moment of looking at each other and being like, wow, I think this is the place, I think this is the venue. So that was really, really beautiful and really, really cute. So yeah, so that's how it became our venue. So I've primed my face. Next I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the Urban Decay, what is this, anti-aging primer potion. All right, so I'm just gonna pull on. Oh, I don't have a mirror. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay. All right, now that I've put that on my eyelids, I sort of just do a little dabbing motion. And what's the next question? Oh, why did we decide to get married during a worldwide pandemic of COVID-19? Well, this is a bit of a, oh no, it's not that difficult, I guess. Well, we had been engaged for like a year or two at that stage, and we sort of realized, oh no, things are looking pretty bad with COVID. And around about a year ago, actually, we just sort of thought, oh, you know, in 12 months time, surely it'll be under control. It won't be as bad. Like, you never know what can happen and all that sort of stuff. And we had put off our wedding planning so long that we just thought, like, stuff it. we should just go ahead and plan something, and whatever will be will be. So that's the reason why we went ahead with it, because we had already waited quite a while, and we do want a small wedding. So whatever the restrictions had at the time, or as long as sort of like parents were there, then I think that was all that really mattered in the end. It's just about us celebrating our love. Of course we want as our best friends, our other family members and stuff there, of course we would want that, but just at the time we thought, if we're not going to start planning it and you know, kicking it into gear, I guess, it's never going to happen. So that's why. And so here we are, and it's not, I guess COVID's not as bad as what it was a year ago. It was horrendous a year ago, especially for Melbourne. A lot of my best friends live in Melbourne, and I remember them just being super locked in their house, couldn't do absolutely anything. I felt so bad and so sorry for them. So I'm glad that things have changed, and thank God, because they're in my bridal party. So luckily, I mean, I'm sure there's lockdown still, but what can you do? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I am using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I think everyone knows this foundation. If you don't, actually, you should really look into this. I love this stuff. I swear this is like the foundation that is just my absolute favorite, because I'm someone who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, especially during every day, stuff like that. I really do like a natural beat, whatever you want to call it. And this is just my absolute favorite. If I am wearing liquid foundation, I think it's the most that looks like real skin. So yeah, it's my favorite. Okay, so I like to, oh, what was that? Better put that hair behind. Something about this foundation is that a little bit goes a really long way. So I just like to sort of spread it around, because then I just blend it and then it's usually fine. So beep. And yep, I think I'm blended enough. All right, moving on. What next? Okay, so let's, all right, so moving on, let's get a little bit of concealer going. Now, I'm not a big fan of concealer. I think it looks very cakey under my eyes, but you can see I do have a little bit of bags. Yeah, so let's add some on there, but I'm only just gonna do a little bit, I think. Okay, so next question is, what is the vibe of our wedding? I think the vibe is very much who Dylan and I are, which sounds very corny. It's who we are. Boring. We're super laid back people. We want everybody to be there and it to be a celebration. I mean, that's why we're having a wedding with guests. We want to be able to share that day with family, friends. We want everyone to be as comfortable as they can be. We want to be as comfortable as we can be. So, you know, like for example, I'm not wearing heels on that day. I'm going to be wearing Converses, like just normal white high tops. Yeah, I think that it's just, my makeup is going to be quite basic, because, you know, when I'm up there, I want Dylan to see me. I don't want him to see like a big, like cakey, like nervous, sweaty mess. I want to be able to just sort of, just, I guess, bear it back kind of thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you get the idea. So yeah, it's going to be super laid back, very casual. We don't really want it to be too traditional. Elements of tradition is wonderful and fantastic, but that's not what the entire day is going to be. Also, sorry, I had to move the camera. The lighting is a little bit horrendous, so yay, perfect for a video. But yeah, so that's the vibe of our wedding. It's going to be more of like a rustic, bohemian, rainforest cocktail all put together, whatever that is. So let's put some concealer on. Oh, can you see? I'm just going to do a tiny bit there, tiny bit there. And let's just do some right there. just to make it that tiny bit lighter. Now, around my nose isn't too bad. Usually I get quite red around the nose and stuff like that, but I actually feel like it's okay. So I'm just gonna leave that, and shouldn't I? Maybe I'll just do a little bit up here. I'll just do the tiniest bit up there, and maybe just a tiny bit down there. We'll just do that. Okay, next question. Are you upset that some people can't make it? No, not at all. I completely understand. I've had really great friends not be able to come, or family members that have messaged and say they're just not comfortable. I completely understand, and so does Dylan. I mean, Dylan's had a couple as well. It is literally the nature of the time that we live in. I mean, like, when will we have a pandemic like this again? I think people really underestimate how historic this pandemic is. So honestly, I'm not upset at all. I completely understand, because a lot of my family and friends are from interstate. I only have 4 or 5 friends here actually, that are from Queensland. And so everybody else, like my bridal party, my family, they're all interstate. So they are all traveling to come to this wedding. And I mean, if there's a border closure or they're worried about that, whatever it may be, because I understand, I don't know if I'd want to travel during this time as well. So I just think it comes with the time. Like, what else can you really do? And I don't think that I'm someone who's really uptight if people can't make any of my events. Like, if you can't come, I don't want you to feel bad or horrible or anything like that, because that's not what it's about. It's just that, you know, things happen, life happens. You know, my friends who have newborn babies or small kids, like, if there's a lockdown, they might be away from them for the 2 weeks and then have to pay $2,500 to quarantine. And look, I do agree with the quarantining and stuff like that, but I don't want to put my friends in a situation where they would have to do that, and it would just be so stressful, such a scramble to try and figure out what to do during that time. So of course I'm definitely not upset that some people won't be able to make it. I think that, yeah, it's just what happens really. And you know, if I was in the opposite thing, I would hope that my friend or family member or, you know, whoever, if I said that I couldn't come and I was very genuine about it, I would want them to receive it well, understand, and know that I'm not coming from like a malicious place, that I don't want to come because I don't want to come. It's just, it is what it is. And that's okay. I mean, we can always catch up, see each other, celebrate another time, and that's fine. It's really, really fine with me. And it's fine with Dylan as well. Okay, I think my concealer is blended. I didn't want to use too much. I'm not really a fan of concealer, but I'm just going to tap the excess around my nose just in case the redness does peek through. Okay. On camera, I look a bit not right, but in real life I do, so oh well, we'll just keep going. I'm painting to look good in real life, not on camera, and there is a difference. Like, I probably look a little bit too grey on camera, but in real life I look quite tan, quite bronze or whatever. Okay, the next question was, what if a lockdown happens? If a lockdown happens, it happens. If we can still move forward, let's try and do that. With social distancing, I don't know. We're gonna have to speak about that with our wedding coordinator and just, I don't know, plan for the worst, I guess, if that happens. But what can you do, honestly? Like, so.
Want a piece of meat? Yeah, ooh.
Okay, next question. What has the planning process been like?
Please, no, sorry, next.
Baby, let me tell you, I have probably aged 3 years over the planning process. I am someone who is very much like, if it works out, it works out. If it happens kind of thing. And with wedding planning, obviously, we all know it is not like that. So luckily, we actually got a wedding coordinator, which has been like a heaven send, thank thank gosh we got one. I don't think I could have gone through this whole process without having one. So Cedar Creek Lodges, they provide a wedding coordinator, and if you pay for the package and la 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 la, their fees are included. Oh my god, I just choked on air. Jesus. Okay, anyways, yeah, so if you buy a package through them, a wedding coordinator is included. Thank the Lord, because I've had a lot of girlfriends plan their own weddings and I've seen how stressful it is, and that just is not my vibe. Like, you know, I'd rather pay the $1,000 or $2,000 for a wedding coordinator and not have to stress about anything. I'm just setting my forehead because she has expression lines. So I just sort of pat. You. It's the glow one.
Okay, fine. I'm cool. I'm fine.
It's not the translucent. What the fuck? I knew something wasn't right. Be right back.
3 days later.
Oh my god. I just used the Glow Translucent Powder by Laura Mercier. Oh, she's trying it. Oh. I'm like a sunbeam head. Look at that glow. So glad I did that, and now I have to remove my whole forehead. So good. Oh. Okay, let's do this. I need a time check for my friend Jacob's meetup. Oh, I just checked the time and I have to leave here in around about 40 minutes, half an hour. So we better speed this up, girl, because I don't like to be late and I hate it when people are late for me. So okay, I'm going to use the opposite side of that beauty blender and let's just blend it away. Blend away the troubles. Blend away my troubles. And let's go to the next question. Okay, if I knew what I know now, what would my advice be? Ooh.
Fix it right now, Lord.
Anyways, this is a hard one because if I knew what I knew now, I think I would have eloped. Oh, I'm laughing through the traumatic experiences, my trauma. Yes, no, if I knew what I knew now, I think I would have had a small wedding that was like an elopement style. It would have been a surprise. It would have just been, yeah, me and Dylan, we eloped, and then maybe done like a barbecue and met up with everybody and said, surprise, we are married, woohoo, instead of a wedding the way that we're doing now. I was definitely told by my friends, and I'm not going to go into it because it's a little bit too deep and too raw at the momento, but I was told by a lot of my girlfriends and stuff like that who were wedding planning and getting their show on the road kind of thing, that just be careful. Weddings, well, I feel like this anyways with like births, deaths and marriages, weddings will bring out sides to people that you didn't know that they had, and that has definitely happened, and it's just sad. It's just super duper sad. And yeah, so I think that I would have given myself the advice of just get ready, just hold fast and don't worry about it. The day is about you and Dylan. It isn't about anybody else, and the choices that we make are not a tax on other people or to offend them or anything like that. Simple as that. And I would sort of just say, just remember what's important. Focus on the people who are excited for you and really want that day to be special and stuff like that, because that is what is important. the drama and all the other things that may not go right. It doesn't have to be drama, just maybe things not going right, or your plans are falling through, or people are canceling on you, like vendors or makeup artists, whoever it may be. Things will never go to plan. I say that in my normal everyday life, things will never go to plan. So just to get ready to be a lot more flexible, a lot more open-minded, and if anything, it just brings you and your partner closer. So everything that's happened has just brought me and Dylan closer. It's shown that more than ever that we are creating that own family unit, that we want to build our foundation, and it just shows that, look, we're a team. So I don't know, that would be the advice that I would give. I would just say, get ready for people's opinions as well. I have said this like previously and stuff like that, that to friends and that you will be really surprised, because I don't think people realize that when you say like, oh yeah, we're getting married, you know, XYZ here and there or whatever, people be like, oh wow, no, I wouldn't do it that way, or those colors, oh girl, like, you know, people will always have their opinions, or like, oh, you're not really doing this, or like whatever. People will always have their opinions, and I don't think people realize that it's okay in doses, 100%. Like if you hear one every once in a while, but if you have a lot of opinionated people in your life, then it sort of feels like every day someone is telling you what's wrong with your wedding, what they would do, what they think, and it's like, well girl, you ain't getting married, it's not your day. Keep it to yourself, doll. So that is my advice, is that get ready for everyone's opinions and try your best not to take it personally, because you're going to do what you're going to do anyway. So don't worry, Jade, you'll be fine, and time will go on. It just because people don't want to jump on the positive train, you're not stopping the train. They can wait at the stop for the next train. So whatever. So that would be my advice. Next I am going to do my, should I do my contour, my blush? Okay, I'm just gonna do my blush. Okay. What the hell? Where's the pigment? Oh, next question is what not to stress about. Oh, sorry, I'm using the Stila convertible color blush in the shade Patina, I think it is. The name has rubbed off the back. I like to do just on the apples of the cheeks, and then I like to go up, just because I don't want to go down and like drag my face down. I want to go up, I want to look snatched, I want to look gorge. So let's go up, and usually I like to blend it into the old hairline. Okay, what's the question? I've forgotten. What's it there? What not to stress about. Okie dokie. That kind of ties in with what the question just was, like that, my answer that I just talked about. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak English. Don't sweat the small stuff. Everything will work out, and if it doesn't work out, then that's cool. It just must not be important for that day. I have been trying not to stress about, I don't know, the superficial shit. I don't care about my weight. I don't care about, like, I don't really care about much that's going on. Like, everything that I can control, then I will do that. Everything that I cannot control, I have just learned over this time, I just have to let it go. And like, why should it take up my mind space? And I don't know, like, I just don't think it's worth it. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's important, then baby, it'll work out. If it doesn't, then all good. The day's still going ahead. The day, what the day is, which is marking me and Dylan's celebration of love and all that sort of stuff, then that's what matters, I think. So yeah, I don't really care. There's heaps of stuff that we still have to do, but I just think we'll get to it. Maybe I'm wrong, or you know, I might get a bit of flack for saying that, yeah, we'll just get to it when we get to it and stuff like that. But all the main stuff is organized, paid for, so whatever. I always find that blush is like the first thing that goes on me. So I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. I didn't want to wear too much makeup tonight anyways. I feel like when I've got my full hair done and stuff like that, I don't really care about the makeup. As long as I have the basics on, I don't really care. Okie dokie, I feel like that is quite good. Deet, deet. So I am using the Mecca Maxima, don't know what it's called, it's in the shade medium, beep. All of the gold has rubbed off in my makeup bag, so girl, I don't know what it is. I like to cream contour because I feel like you can have a lot more flexibility with it. You can maneuver it, control it, especially on a liquid foundation base. I don't like using powders straight onto a liquid just because I feel like it grabs and then I have like this really dark patch that just kills me. Oh, they said rugby match next door. I wonder if you guys can hear them. Okay, I just like a little bit there. Let's do some little bit on my forehead because she's a large and in charge girl up there. I don't really care around about here, so whatever. On to the next step, girl. Okay. What and who got you through this wedding planning process? Well, first things first, my wedding planner, and they are amazing, I have to say, at Cedar Creek Lodges. I feel like they really do a great job of basically just making it so easy that whenever so when you book a wedding planner there, basically you have a good couple of meetings at the venue and stuff like that, and then you're able to sort of work things really slowly. So first meeting, you might just talk about, okay, what are the themes that you want, what where are you having it, how many people, like who has dietary requirements, who doesn't, sort of all of those details. Working out your accommodation, because they do accommodation on site. That's also another selling point, that why we had it there. Ooh, she said cheeks. Oh, that looks really strong on camera. What the hell? It's not that strong in real life. I like to angle my cream contour up because I do not like my face dragging down. We've already talked about this. But yeah, so wedding planner, she has been absolutely amazing. We had to swap wedding planners halfway through because of our first wedding planner. Her name was Teddy. She had a little girl. She was pregnant. And then sort of even the swap over was really flawless. It was really well done. Oh, that was not cute. They were really flawless. They just made it so easy for us. And I think that's such an amazing thing, because I think this is meant to be exciting. It's meant to be easy. It's meant to be, oh, I just can't wait. Like, I don't want to worry about stressing, and neither does Dylan. Like, we don't want to be like, oh my God, we haven't organized this. Like, no. We just want to have a nice and cruisy time before the wedding. We want to be able to enjoy it and love each other, because if I had to plan this by myself, oh my Lord, me and Dylan would be arguing like constantly. I'd be having anxiety, panic attacks. I'd be going through the roof. I would not be a pleasant person to be around when I'm stressed. I really need therapy. I need therapy when I'm stressed. Okay, I think this just does not look that great on camera, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. Who else has gotten me through this time? Obviously Dylan. I mean, that goes without saying. If you guys are like, oh, she didn't say Dylan first. Come on now. Obviously Dylan. Dylan has really gotten me through this time. We have really lent on each other because there has been some things that have been happening and going on behind the scenes. But that's not for your ears. But yeah, anyway, so I think that we have really leaned on each other, and a lot of family and friends have really been there for us. So Dylan, my parents, of course, they have been absolutely amazing, and we've seen them a good couple times and stuff like that. All of my best friends, like my best friends, Corinne, Emmanuel, Natalie, Jacob, like I just really feel like without those guys being there, listening to me, helping me through these situations, I would not be anywhere near as sane as what I am now. And I think we're around about a month and a half out. So I would not be anywhere near as in such a good place if it wasn't for them. So thanks guys for so much, just for listening to me, being supportive, not even just like, you know how sometimes when you confide in your friends and they feel like they have to fix it and they have to like really dig their heels in and stuff like that. My friends are not like that. They were just there to listen, because the gravity of the situations that have been going on behind the scenes has been quite heartbreaking and traumatic. So they've just been there to listen, give advice when I've asked for it, mainly just being there as a support system, which is amazing. My sister Rita, she has been absolutely amazing during this time. I think that she's done a really good job at just being there for me, which has been amazing. Without any of these people, I really feel like I would be very different throughout this process, or maybe it wouldn't have even happened. And that's just being serious, all the jokes aside. I just don't know if that would happen. So if you guys are watching, thank you so much for helping me and getting me through it, because I just don't know what I would do without you guys. Plain and simple. Oh, she's getting emotional, she said. Okay, I am using the Madison Beer Morphe palette. It is the most recent one I've bought, so I'm just giving it a go. I'm using this shade right here at the moment. I don't have the film thing. Oh, there you can see it. I don't have the film thing that has all the names on it anymore, so whatever, you're just gonna have to go by sight. So I'm just blending that out. But yeah, it is amazing how much people are there for you when you are going through such a hard time. And so yeah, I just think that without those guys, it would be a really different outcome. And I know that Dylan feels the same. Oh, Dylan's auntie, her name is Triana. She has been absolutely amazing during this time as well. And I actually had a really good phone conversation with her last night, which just completely changed my mind about a certain topic and all of this sort of stuff. And no, it was a really good conversation to have. And she just sort of helped refocus both me and Dylan on what's important and what's not, like, and sort of bringing us back down to earth, you could say. And just being supportive, I think, was just really nice. I don't know, but yeah, it was just really nice. So yeah, hope that answers your question, y'all. All right, I'm gonna use this Morphe. The size is a secret. It looks like a, is that working? It looks like a little mini blending brush. I'm just gonna mirror that color on the bottom of my lashes. But yeah. All right, let's brush the brows. So just quickly brushed my brows, and I might just quickly fill them in just a little bit. I have a little bit of sparseness towards the ends, but my front eyebrow parts are very like, boom, I'm here, girl. So we're just gonna get rid of that. But getting married is just so exciting, and I think that most of us girls really do, you know, think about what it's going to be like and who's it going to be with and all of that sort of stuff when we're younger. So I'm just so glad that I have found someone who I can really just be myself with. And, you know, when I was in relationships in the past, I really felt like I had to be, I would try and be myself, but I always had to compromise somewhere, or I always had to be a certain version of myself that would appeal the most to the guy or the most to that person at the time. And I always sort of thought that's what love was going to be like for me. And that was clearly my own insecurities and also just life lessons, I guess. But that was a huge one that I had to get a hold of, I guess. But yeah, I'm just so glad that I am with someone who I can feel like I can just completely be myself, and I don't have to hide any versions of myself. I just am who I am, and that's fine. He encourages me. We laugh all the time. He's literally my best friend. Never holds me back. Helps me dream up the next dream or whatever. But I don't know. I just love him so much. And I think that I'm like speechless. I just don't even know what to say. I just think that I'm so lucky to have found him, and even just to be a part of his life. And I just want him to be happy. And realizing that just being myself and being kind and just trying is perfect. It's fine. It's good enough. And that's awesome. I think that he's a very special guy. And the way that he makes me feel is just unparalleled. I've never felt it before. So, you know, I know that I'm very lucky, and I really know that we're going to do the long distance. So that's great. Oh, she said the rock. Girl. If anyone says anything about my eyebrows tonight, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer. Oh, which one am I gonna use? What's this? Oh, a little bit of pink or a little bit of the gold. Maybe it's the gold. Just a tiny bit, just to add a little something. On camera, I don't think you can really see it that much. Anyways, I'm using this color right here. Oh, and what am I doing? I gotta hurry up. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so late. I hate that feeling. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, lashes, let's do it. So lashes, I'm not going to put on a full lash. I'm just going to go doot onto a little corner on the end, just so it looks like I am wearing a little something. And then I'll just pop some mascara. Oh wait, I'll do eyeliner. Oh my lord. My god, the kids next door are like skull dragging each other, honestly. All right, I just did a little something, just so then. What the hell is going on? All right, let those dry. Let's do a tiny bit of highlighter. I'm using the Fenty Beauty. How many carats? Oh. All right, I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. So I just did towards the ends of my eyes, just to hopefully elongate them. And then I'll use mascara for the rest. While that's happening, I'm gonna get all these hairpins out and get it going. And then I'll set my face, I'll set my hair, all that sort of stuff. So I will, ow! Oh, that falls a pin. Da 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 da. Beauty school dropout. Hanging around the corner store. All right, I will be right back. All right, I am back. I've taken out all my rollers. This is what the hair looks like. I will just quickly fix it and do what I've got to do, and then I will get dressed and I'll see you guys back in 1 second. All right, I'm back. I've sort of tousled out my hair. It does need to drop and all that sort of stuff, but I think it's going to be okay. And then my little bangs can just settle in and stuff like that. But my hair is the kind that will drop over time, and I'm trying to make it last all night. So I've just added some mascara. I've set it like setting sprayed. I've setting sprayed my face. I need to add lips, but I'm so late. Trying to channel a sophisticated 70s sort of vibe. So I think that's all right. I just have to put them on. But I am very excited to see my friend Jacob. Because of the wedding planning and everything that's sort of gone on this year, we haven't really been able to do our usual catch-ups like one-on-ones and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see him celebrate his birthday. He's a wonderful friend. He's definitely a friend that's ride or die. Like he's a amazing friend. And and I hope he likes his present, and I really hope he has a really fun time tonight. Hey, before I ended the video, I realized that you guys won't be able to see what I'm wearing or what I'm gonna look like. So I will insert some pictures now of what outfit I was wearing, how I looked, and also just, yeah. So we're here, we're setting up for Jacob's birthday. He's just run downstairs to get some stuff, and I made it, thank God. And here's my outfit. Beep, beep, beep. So just some black boots, sort of like a embroidered normal t-shirt, and a denim jacket in case it gets cold later. Cheers, happy birthday.
Woo!
Come up, George. I love you, Jacob.
So, alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for chilling out with me, getting ready, making me super late. I have really enjoyed doing this, and yeah, I guess if you like what you see, then hit the like and subscribe button, and hopefully you guys will see me in my next one. See you later.